Hi guys, and welcome to this week's Alakazam Video Blog. Dave.
Hey.
We're in the shop this week.
We are.
Not in our little back room studio bit.
No, we've Jenny thinks we don't do any work back there, so we've been brought out into the
She's
shop.
made us come in the shop so she can see what's going on.
Yes, if you see her face pop up at this window, that's why we're in the shop.
Well, we've got three amazing products to talk about this week. We've got the brand new PVL Switchbox, which Alakazam have got the UK exclusive on. It's absolutely fantastic. I'll explain about Switchboxes and show you the routine a little bit later. We've got one from the Vault, which is Cataclysm. This is an absolute killer. I love this trick.
Yeah.
And we've got Barking Dog, which you're going to be demonstrating.
Yeah.
This is by our very good friend and local magician and local Frenchman.
Well, there could be one closer, we don't know.
I've checked.
Okay.
This is Barking Dog by Etienne Pradier. So, where should we start?
Cataclysm. We'll start in the Vault.
We'll start with Cataclysm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I've got to get it out of my case.
you can't get it.
We're going to have a quick cut here, and then I'll be straight back. I'm back.
You are.
That was seamless.
Oh, professionalism at its top end. Right. Let's talk about this.
So, Cataclysm is a fantastic effect by the creator Brian Caswell.
Yeah.
Brian's name got very popular after we released Trilogy,
Right,
which was Brian's first effect with us, and it is superb. Trilogy is just phenomenal.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
And Brian came to see me a few years after Trilogy was released, and he showed me Cataclysm. He demonstrated it, and I had no clue.
Right.
I really didn't have a clue. I couldn't track back or anything. Cataclysm, to me, is a perfect effect for almost any situation, because it's an instant reset, it's a great prediction effect, there's absolutely no sleight of hand. Right. So, you know, you're just telling the story, your spectator makes some choices, totally free choices, and when you bring the prediction out, your spectator, it's one of those lovely moments like the invisible deck where they see a face down card and then they sort of start building themselves up. Right. That can't be mine. That can't be mine. And it's that similar thing. You bring out your prediction and they know what has to be happening, you know, and they start filling in the blanks themselves, and when you actually reveal, you've got this beautiful moment, you know, of everything coming together.
So it's an instant reset, it's workable, usable, repeatable. Yeah.
And no matter what level of magician you are, if you're an absolute beginner, you can do Cataclysm. It's superb. Now, inside this pack, as well as getting the DVD with loads of information on it, we explain exactly how to do the effect, but then there's also additional bits by Brian, and also on here we've got like a really nice second phase by Mark Elsden called Devastation, which was sold as a separate trick, but that's now all combined, so you could take it a step further if you wish.
Is that why it's the Armageddon edition?
That is. This is the new edition.
I love the names.
And also you get two versions of the photographs in here. You get the larger version, which is the version that I would use if I was out performing it. Yeah. But you also get a wallet size prediction. So you could, you know, if you were carrying this trick about, this as your everyday trick sort of thing, you've got the prediction in your wallet. So that comes with all of that. All you need to do is supply your own deck of cards and you're ready to go.
Fantastic.
So, do you want to see it?
Yeah, let's take a look.
Okay. So, David, two things people ask me is, well, it's actually one thing they ask me, is how do you become a magician, or what skills you need to become a magician? And there's two answers for that. One of them is you've got to be able to memorize things. You've got to have a great memory. And the second thing is, you know, it's handy to be able to predict the future.
Right.
Now I'm going to try and demonstrate both of these skills to you.
Okay.
This is a deck that I've set up to improve my memory. On the back of each one of these cards, I've written a number between 1 and 52.
Right.
And my job, they're not in any particular order, so I'd shuffle the deck first, write the numbers on the back, and then I would cut the deck, and whatever card I cut to, I'd have to try and remember what number's on the back of that card.
Right, okay.
So in my deck, the 3 of clubs is number 37, as you can see there. The Queen of Hearts is 21, the Jack of Spades is 11, and so on, all the way through the deck.
Right.
Okay? But we're going to try something else with this deck of cards. I just want you to visualise one playing card in your mind.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What card is it?
4 of spades.
4 of spades, and that's a free choice. And as I go through here, you can see there will only be one 4 of spades. So we're not going to do anything strange. We're going to find the 4 and place it down.
Yeah, fair,
okay?
fair.
So, I would usually, if I was doing this at a table, I would get someone else now to pick another card. But
Right.
you're going to pick all 3 cards for me.
Okay.
So pick a different card. We've got a 4 of
7 of
spades.
hearts.
7 of hearts. So we go through here, you can see, as soon as we see the 7 of hearts,
Yeah.
we're going to place it down. And we've got the 4 of spades, 7 of hearts. Let's go for one more.
9 of diamonds.
9 of diamonds. So we go through here, and we will find
There
the
it
9 of
is.
diamonds. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and I will say this was a totally free choice. We haven't arranged anything beforehand.
Yeah.
Also, I want you to make sure that there is only one 7 of hearts, one 4 of spades, one 9 of diamonds in the pack. Yeah.
I just have a. Yeah.
Yep. Happy?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, apart from the numbers being written on the back of those cards, that is a regular deck.
Yeah, that's why I felt them. Because obviously, I've been a magician. You know, you can get the cards.
But
So
it is a regular deck. So, I said to you that there was 2 skills you needed to be a good magician. One of them is a great memory, and the second is being able to predict the future. Now, if I was to tell you what numbers are on the back of those cards,
yeah.
it's quite impressive, but it is no more than a memory feat, and
Right.
I've already proved that.
Yeah.
That I've memorised the deck. But I also said I can predict the future.
You did.
Now, about a week or so, I was sitting in my office, and for some reason, these cards came into my mind. So I quickly got them out of the deck, and I took a photograph of them.
Right.
And I'm gonna hold this up here so you can see. Hopefully, you can see that.
We'll bring it closer in a moment.
But we've got in my deck. I mean, you haven't memorised my deck, but in my deck, the 7 of hearts is actually number 49.
Right.
The 4 of spades is 23, and of course, the 9 of diamonds is number 8. Proving without a shadow of a doubt that I can predict the future.
I'll just bring this closer so I can see that. Alright, so.
Now, there is one slight snag here.
Yeah.
The guys at home
Yeah.
have not memorised my deck.
No, so they're going to have to trust you that they're the numbers.
Or we can show them the numbers on the back of these cards. So, 49 is there. We have 23.
23.
And we have number 8. Right, you've got to excuse that. That was our local postman coming in to deliver the mail. But
that's what happens when we get kicked in the shop.
I know. That's why we like doing it out back. But that is Cataclysm. Now let me show you the reset to Cataclysm.
It is awesome.
Is literally that. Boom.
Really?
That's it, and I'm ready to go.
That's really nice. So you get the photo.
Yeah, you get the prediction photos and the instructional DVD. All you need to do is supply your own deck of cards. Now the photos are created with a bicycle back design playing card.
Yeah.
But obviously, you can create your own photos. A lot of people do them, you know, with their business card in view, and they just hand out the photos at the end. Nowadays, you can get photos printed for 5p or something online. So they literally do it with their contact details, everything else, and just hand the photo out.
That's a nice touch.
So there's some really nice different handlings on the DVD, and there's some, you know, great little ideas and promotional ideas and various other bits and bobs on there.
Brilliant.
So that is Cataclysm Armageddon. It is an absolute faller, and lay people love it, because when you put those when you put that photo down,
it's a nice moment.
Yeah, and they know what should be happening, and I always play it as the, and obviously in my deck, you know, 23 is the so-and-so is the so-and-so is there, and they're sitting there going, well, we don't know that. And I say, oh, sorry, do you need to turn them? Yeah, have a look.
Brilliant. Because of how free they name the cards, it's just, there's no backtracking. It's just like, it's brilliant.
So that is Cataclysm Armageddon.
Right.
Yes.
This is awesome, right? You've been blowing my mind with this, and you still won't tell me how it works. There was an old Switchbox.
There's been a lot of Switchboxes on the market.
Right.
I love the Switchbox. We used to sell, and we still do when we can get it, the Wellington switchboard.
The nice wooden.
Yeah. It's a really nice old-fashioned looking wooden switchboard, and I've always loved the switchboards. I think they are phenomenal.
What I love about this, overall, I mean, what you do with it is phenomenal, but the size of it is brilliant. Yeah, the Wellington was big, so you'd kind of have it at home, and
you know, you wouldn't really take it to gigs unless you were doing like a parlour or a sit down thing. This thing you could take with you. And the other thing as well about this Switchbox compared to the Wellington is this has got far more phases than the Wellington. Now the Wellington switchboard, which is great, don't get me wrong, it's really good, but there is sort of one thing that it can do, and it's down to you to create the routine around it, if that makes sense. So basically the routine is the same all the time. It's like, okay, switch the bulbs around, blah, 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 now switch caps around. But once you've done that, you've got to sort of just keep repeating that bit. Whereas this, as you'll see in a moment, has got extra phases that you couldn't do with any other Switchbox. And
they're really nice, nice phases. And there's you've got a little kicker ending as well. I don't think you do it in the performance.
Oh, with the batteries.
With the batteries,
there is with this light box as well, or switch box, you can actually remove the batteries and the box will still work. So I personally don't like doing that, because it sort of means that the box is tricky in one way. I like to show it as a little, you know, it's just really strange the way it sort of does this. But
it's there if you want it, which is nice.
Some people are going to love it. Some people are going to love the battery thing. The other nice thing about this is I can, when I first take the box out, I can hand you the box. You can play with it as much as you want. And it's all going to do exactly what it wants to do. All I have to do is take it back, demonstrate what the box does, and now I'm set to go, you know. So it's really good. And at the end of the routine, we're now reset to the position where I can hand you the every phase you can examine anyway.
Which is really nice.
At every phase. And remember, all decisions are made by the spectator, or most of the decisions are made by the spectator. And the nice thing is once you've done the whole routine, we're now in that position again where I can just push it over and you can just play with it as much as you want, and it's literally just going to do what it does.
I love that it's see-through, well, you can see the mechanism, right?
Let me show you this as well.
This is beautiful, because where the switch is, so the green switch is here, you've got the what is that,
a little diode thing,
so that's going straight to the light. So from top, that looks what's happening. If you look at this level as well, if they really inspect it, all they can see are two wires, and those two wires are heading up, so there's no funny business. It looks completely fair and clean, and it just looks, you know, like people want to be intrigued by this. It just looks, what's that?
Great. And obviously the whole idea of this is they can move the caps about, and the corresponding switches will still light the correct lights, and these bits come off. It's a really lovely piece of kit. Now with the with switch boxes, they're not cheap,
No.
but they're not easy to make. They really are not easy to make. And the other thing which we found with the Wellington is they tend to get made in very small quantities.
Yeah.
So with the Wellington switchboard, we would maybe get a dozen in, sell that dozen. Whenever we got them, they would sell, but then it might take us 6, 8, 12 months to get another dozen, you know. So it's not something that every magician is going to be doing. Now, as soon as I saw this, I took one for myself, and this is in my home now, and I just love it. It's one of those things, if I have people come round, I'll show them it, you know. It's absolutely brilliant. So yeah.
So I was about to say, we're going to bring the camera in close so you can see this in its entirety, in its fullest. You absolutely freaked me out with this thing. So let's go to a performance of it.
And we will just say one more thing as well. Even though on the performance, because we're going to do it close up, I'm going to swap.
Yes.
The caps around and the switches around, but your spectator in the real world will do that. You will give them a totally free choice of what order they want to put them in, what order they want to put the caps on.
Yeah, there we go. So let's take a look close up at
the PVL Brilliant Switchbox. Okay guys, this is the PVL Brilliant Switchbox. It's a very, very simple electronic circuit. We've got 4 coloured switches and 4 coloured bulbs. The circuit, if you flick the blue bulb or the blue switch, the blue bulb would light up, the green, the yellow, the red. Now your spectator can check this out as much as they want. The blue will always light the blue, the green, the yellow, the red. It really doesn't matter what order they put them on or turn them off, they will always work. They'll always light the corresponding bulbs. Now you hand your spectator the 4 caps. They can put them back on in absolutely any order they like. So let's mix these up a bit. And remember, these can be any order. Now, logic will tell you, with this sort of arrangement here, that the actual switches will no longer correspond with the bulbs. But with the Brilliant Switchbox, the green will always light the green, the yellow will always light the yellow, the blue will always light the blue, and the red will always light the red. Now once again, you can hand this out to your spectator, they can try it out themselves. The green will always light the green, the blue, the red, and the yellow. Now you hand your spectator the caps, and if you wanted to, you could hand them the bulb covers as well. Get them to mix everything up, put them back in any order they like. So let's go green, red, yellow, and blue. And once again, looking at this should not work. It really should not work. But once again, the green will light the green, the yellow, the blue, and the red. Once again, you can hand this out to your spectator. They can check it as much as they want. So let's try something a little bit different here. We're going to take off one of the caps. Now obviously this bulb does not correspond with any of these switches now. So the yellow will still light the yellow, the red will still light the red, the green will light the green, but the blue, because there's no blue cover, will not light anything. Now once again, you can hand this to your spectator, they can try this out. So we'll take this one step further. We'll take off the red cap. Now with this, in this situation, the green will light the green, the yellow will light the yellow. This blank one here will now match this because it's blank, so that will light that, and the blue will not light anything. So once again, you can hand this out and your spectator can check absolutely everything. So let's try this as well. If we take off, let's say this here, no, we'll take off the cap, this one. So we're now in this really weird situation where the green will light the green, the yellow itself won't do anything because there's no yellow cap, the blue won't do anything, there's no yellow cap, but the blank one will actually light both blank bulbs. So the green will light the green, the yellow won't do anything, the blue won't do anything, and this one here will light the 2 blanks. In fact, if we took this one step further and took off all the caps, you would find that this one switch here would light absolutely everything. And the great thing is, if we were to place these back in order, so the green with the green, the blue with the blue, the yellow with the yellow, the red with the red, so we're exactly where we started, and now everything should work as it should. And once again, this can be handed to your spectator to test out, and that is the PVL Brilliant Switchbox. So, David.
Yes, Pete.
The next trick we're going to talk about is Barking Dog by our good friend Etienne Cartier.
Yeah, this is, well, I love this. A few weeks ago we had a special where we were talking about cards to impossible location.
Yeah.
This kind of falls into that, but it is an open version.
Right, okay.
So you take this and place this on the table, do your any card routine you like, and at any point you like, you can have that signed card appear inside there. And the movements for it look like this.
That's nice.
And that's it, you know.
So you can do your ambitious card, and that would obviously be a signed card.
Yeah.
Do your ambitious card, and then it appears on the paper clip
inside there.
Yeah, that's really, it's really neat. I will say that this Barking Dog gimmick is based on the Bob Austin clip. Now, if you haven't seen this book before, Bob Austin is one of the UK's most prolific creators.
Yeah.
You know, this book contains so much stuff, and he's got his original Austin clip in there.
I don't know if you remember, but when I first started here, you gave me one of these and you said you have to take a look at this.
Yeah.
And I took it back, and it's right up my street with a whole unique thinking, great little gimmicks and stuff you can make up. And I was surprised by the price on it as well.
Yeah. Well, we've got them on at the moment. They're on special offer. They're usually £50, and I will say this is a limited release. It really is. This will not be published again. It won't be run again. So the amount we've got in stock, that's it. Once they're gone, they're gone. And I think they were, when they were first released, they were £50. They're now down to $29.99.
That's great.
And it's a great book. There's so much information in there. There's so many great routines, and it covers everything, just organic objects, cards, everything you can imagine he's got in here. So that's the Bob Austin book. But back to Barking Dog.
I mean, it ticks all the boxes. It looks how you saw. It's a great price. It's only $11.99.
Yeah,
and
superb.
the gimmick's all made up, ready to go. And it's durable as well, and it doesn't bring attention to itself. It looks like what it is, a clip.
See, the other nice thing about it, if you sort of stop thinking about cards for a moment, but you could use that as a really nice sort of confabulation routine. So you've got like a billet inside the clip, and the clip sort of hanging up on your table. If you wanted to, you could somehow clip this to your jacket, so you literally walk up to the table and you've got this thing with the card on there. Do your routine, take the card, and bang it.
Absolutely.
It's a great little gimmick. Really good little gimmick.
It's brilliant. I highly recommend it. And it's workable, usable, practical, and easy to reset and use. So 100% really great trick, and that's the Barking Dog.
Right, so that brings us to the end of this week's vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. There's some great magic on there, and it's very practical magic, which is always good. We're getting closer to the new website coming up, so that should be ready in a few weeks. We're also on, as soon as the new website goes live, we're going to be showing your brand new effect.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Mystique.
And there's a lot of mystery attached to Mystique.
There is a lot of mystery to it. I'm really looking forward to this release. It's something I've been working on for a little while, and there's some really cool visual moments in it. So,
so that will be one of the big new products on the new website. So we'll keep you informed as to what's happening, and we will catch you next week on the vlog. But please remember, check out our Facebook page. On the Facebook page we have a competition every single week where you can learn magic or win magic. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel by pressing there. And that will subscribe you to our Alakazam Vlog YouTube channel. That will keep you updated when the new vlog goes live, and the new Loosely Lowdowns, which you're doing regularly. So that's it. So once again, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next week on the Alakazam Video Blog.